right, welcome everybody to our first series. We're going to be calling it Beyond the Sale. So, what we are planning on covering for you is, I think, the most important thing a lot of people are not educated about, and that is property management. Hi, I'm Rebecca Armstrong, a senior property consultant with Veer Sant, and today we're going to be doing an iconic conversation with two of my dear friends, dear colleagues of mine, who come with tons of experience on property management. So let's start with you. We have Trevor Joel, who is a director of property management at Veer Sant. He heads the division. And then we've got Martin Phillip, who is a senior property management consultant with Veer Sant. And our idea of starting this series is basically to educate people, because we find that a lot of people don't quite know the importance of property management. So without further ado, let's dive in. Today, I've just broken this down into segments to make it easy and more absorbable as information. So I'm just going to start with you, Trevor. If you want to say hi to everybody or whatever, do what you need to. But the question that I think we'll kickstart this with for everybody to understand is, what is property management to you?
Well, first of all, hi everyone, and then good morning, Bex. Thank you for having us, and good morning, Martin, as well. So, just to give you a brief about property management, basically we handle everything A to Z related to your property. We're going to take care of your shit. We're going to take care of all the problems. We're going to take care of every single thing in Dubai for your property. Basically, your eyes and ears over here. And while you're overseas or wherever you are, if you want to take a vacation, you have a problem, we are there to attend for you. So basically, we are the ones gonna look after the property while you sit back and relax and enjoy the ride.
Oh, love that. Love that. I think I'll go over to you, Martin. So just to split this up to share experiences, I think my question for you then would be, who benefits from property management the most in your experience?
Okay, I would say both. Overseas investors benefit actually more because we take care of everything like tenanting, banking of the rental checks, the inspections, all of that.
Yeah.
And, they can just be rest assured that everything's taken care of and the investment appreciates.
I agree.
And whereas of lately, I've been noticing over the past 3 years, the locally available owners, they have been turning towards property management. Simply because, they can use that time towards, their family and business and leave the rest to us professionals to take care of it.
Agree. Right. That's good information to have, right? Trevor, do you have any insights to add?
Yeah. So,
Anything different for you?
I mean, just like Martin said, it benefits both parties, whether you're here in Dubai, whether you're globally in other countries as well, it benefits all of them because let's say if you are here in the UAE as well, let's say you just have to spend your time with your family, you have to balance with your work and stuff.
Right.
Why are you going to be worried about your investor when you have someone who's going to be taking care of that property for you?
Correct.
And then when you take about globally, you can't keep taking a flight to come and see if the property is in a good shape or not. Just imagine the amount of cost. Might as well you not invest at all. You're going to spend more money on your air tickets than the property itself. So best thing, just assign a property manager. They're going to take care of you.
Correct. So since I have you, Trev, I think my question is it'll help the new investors, right? As a first-time buyer in Dubai, why is it just not enough to buy and rent and sell and do all of that? Like, what would you say is key to those first-time investors that are coming into the market fresh? Why a property manager for them?
That's a very good question, Bex.
Yeah.
I mean, for a first-time buyer, let's say they invest, do they know the laws in Dubai? Do they know how it works? Do they know how to rent out? Do they know what's an ijari? All those kind of documentation, legalities, they don't know these things.
Yeah.
So, and let's say if you take, sorry to say this, majority of the brokers in the market right now, their job is just to get the property rented or sold, and they just wash their hands off. They don't stay with the entire journey sometimes. So a landlord needs someone who they can trust,
Yeah.
who's been through it, who knows who has the experience to do it. to help
Agree.
them throughout that journey. So
Yeah.
that's where we come in. We know the documentation, we know the legalities, we know the process.
Correct.
So we can help them look after their property better.
Right. I understand that. And I think I agree, right? Like when I came into Dubai, if you said Ijari to me, I looked at you funny, like, excuse me, what? I'm renting a property. You want me to what? What now? It is true. It is very true that if you're new to Dubai, the laws are extremely different, right? And you're not going to know all of it. And I also agree. Like, I've been doing property management now. And even when I talk to clients, I'm like, you know what? Don't make the mistake. Don't make the mistake because that's the worst thing you can do to yourself. To spend a little bit on a service and save your investment is important, or do you want to have like that crazy tenant you have to keep following up? If I was investing, I'd invest in a property management team because I will never know all the laws because am I sitting and reading all of them? Not really. All right, awesome. Let me see what I have next. So another key thing that I wanted to dive into is, let's say, Martin, what would you think are the biggest pain points for our landlords?
I would say in one word, surprises.
Right?
So basically, maintenance, check bounce, all of this is time consuming. And they try to save the property management cost, which is a small fee.
I know.
And then they end up, they spend their time, money, and when a maintenance request it is not addressed initially, then it tends to become a bigger issue,
Yeah.
and then the cost increases. So it is crazy as it sounds. Until and unless they go into it, they don't know. So they think that it's just renting the property and that's it. It's all done. No. So the ROI basically depends on how well you take care of the property.
Property, yeah. If I have to I think this is a very general thing. I think we at Veer Sant really set up the property management division to rock and roll, right? If either of you want to take this up, like just in a few words to just tell everybody how our setup is done in terms of how will we make our landlords successful. Either one of you, that's fine.
Yeah. So, I mean, how we make it profitable for them is by making sure that the timeline is reduced in terms of the gap between tenanting the property
Right.
and also addressing the maintenance on time. We have qualified inspectors who go and inspect the property prior to doing a maintenance and post. After the maintenance is done, we again inspect the property if it is done to its,
Correct.
and
do.
then we make the payments and so on, So we save costs, we negotiate with the maintenance
agree.
contractors, we save cost over a period of time. And that actually adds to his returns, And at the same time, when they wanna, we educate them when is the right time to sell, when is the right time to, keep the property because we know it is going to appreciate. We know what's happening in real time. This actually benefits the owners, on their assets.
Correct. I think I tend to agree with that, right? Like it's so important. I feel like I've also understood that. It's so important to have certified folks do the job. And I think that is one thing that makes us stand out from there are a lot of property management companies, right, in the market. But we need to do things to ensure that we're doing it right. And that's a big thing. So if someone doesn't know that, yes, you can get someone to work for you for cheaper. Like, they'll do it in a few hundreds. That's okay. But they don't have certified folks. They don't have the personalization that we at Veer Sant have. Agree?
100% Bex. Like most of the time when we have clients, we reach out to them and then they would be the first thing they'll say, my broker is managing the property for me. I mean, the question is, does your broker know what they're doing actually? You need a professional to handle the property, and it's not easy because you've got so much legalities that you need to look into, and sometimes it could backfire and you would be ending up with a hefty fine. For example, we can tell a story over here. And we know a landlord was being managed by a broker, and the landlord wanted to evict this tenant because he was getting low rent compared to the market prices. And the first thing the broker advised him was to send out a legal notice, so that the broker also, in his mind, he can re-rent the property at a higher price and get a commission again. So he advised that process to the landlord. They went through it and they did not understand the entire process. The tenant filed a dispute at the rental dispute center once the property was re-rented again. And guess what? The landlord had to pay an year's worth of rent back. So, I mean, end of the day, they don't understand the fact that you need to know the laws before you go through with something.
agree.
And these brokers, they don't entertain, like they don't enlighten the landlords on the backstory, what's going to really happen. But as property managers, we know we've dealt with this thing and we've experienced them ourselves. So we know how to handle this entire situation.
Correct.
We know how to get the rents
Correct.
increased, like how Martin said. So that's why you need a property manager. You don't need a broker to handle your property. There's a
Correct.
difference.
I think I agree. But I was coming to that question right about next for you in terms of, if you don't have a property manager, how are you financially going to be under a loss? And that was a great story. I think there are so many client stories we have. We will have some episodes, I think, of just sharing what the client went through and then how we had to just step in to salvage it, right? I think I'm just going to move on to helping people now, understanding a very, very big thing of property management, and that's maintenance, right? The reason I think we have property management, which takes 80% chunk out of the work we have to do, is ensuring that the maintenance is right. Martin, do you want to just, talk to us and tell us why do we focus so much on maintenance? Like, is that a thing that people should know about? And what does it entail?
It's one of the heavy burners of the ROI. If it's not looked at the right time, and if it's not looked by a professional and not any normal contractor.
Right.
So it needs to, every area we have expertise. We look after the entire Dubai. We have properties across Dubai. So we know what happens. We know what situations happen in each community, how it was constructed. We know because we have the past records.
Yeah.
So we are the right people to look after it. And also we know a series of events that has happened in a certain community where they had leakages inside the walls, which the owners didn't know, and it all started showing after the DLP warranty expired.
I mean, that's really hard to know, though, right? Like, how the heck does one know there's a leak in the wall? But
Yeah.
I guess that's where we come in, don't we?
And it's not 1,000 or 2,000 dirhams. It's a
Stop it,
hefty,
Martin.
it's a hefty amount which they had to pay. Only if they would have gone for snagging, a proper snagging by professionals, then they could have assessed it. You know?
Yeah, I would agree with Martin on that, and especially new buyers as well. Like as soon as their warranty period is about to expire, they don't tend to do a check and get it sorted out under the warranty period as well. But we property managers, we know when your warranty is going to expire, so we do an inspection before that and quickly address it with the developer to make sure it gets covered under it. So, owners need to understand that you can't always keep an idea on what's going to happen with your property.
Yeah.
That's why you have to assign someone to look after it for you. And like Martin said about the leakages, I was just thinking that I was dealing with something over the weekend right now, exactly related to all seepages. And the landlord approached us and he was like, I'm getting different opinions from different contractors, and they can't still find out what the root cause is.
Of course.
And that's why we come in. We got a couple of quotes from the contractors, but before we got the quotes, what we did was we assigned a company to go down and do a thermal check on the property to identify where the leak is, and then we got the quotes based off that report. So we know how to give you a solution for your problems.
Yeah.
So it's not that we are not saying that you can't handle it. It's just that we are saying we can do it better. That's what we are saying.
Correct. And I think I totally agree. There's no right and wrong in terms of looking at a service, right? Common things that even I deal with, I think, is people just don't buy into it. It's either for you or not. But like as people that do this for a profession, I think it's our job to literally educate them on it. forcing someone to take up a service is, we're not playing agent here, right? But the key factor is when we have all of this knowledge, if we're only retaining it with people who reach out to us, that's crazy. Like, why would anyone do that? So I think for us as a team, the way we handle this is we proactively have campaigns. We proactively reach out. Our marketing team is on point, getting us through to people. So whoever's watching this, I think one thing for them to know is if you do care about property management, if you have one property or if you have 15, we can take it up because we have a solid team, right? And our team focuses heavily on each unit the same way. So another thing I think that just stands out from what we do that segregates us at Veer Sant, if we have a client on board, I think the love, the care, the respect that comes in is so natural. We don't look at it as, oh, you just have a studio for 600. Oh, you know what? I really like you because your property's 10 million. So, I'll charge you extra to manage your unit. I feel like that a lot of companies, I do have that. I do see them do that. But we have rates that work for you. But we're also cognizant of a lot of people being involved, right? We can't just give you a free service. Now, some of the clients are like, listen, I'm buying an off plan with you. Just give me free stuff and do this for 2-3 years. And we try, guys. Like, don't we try? We try our best to accommodate. Like, you know what? Yeah, you're a good client. We'll give it to you. But now I'm moving into a very key question. It is important for people to know that negotiating is something that is difficult. A lot of clients want everything for free. Who doesn't bloody want anything for free? I want free stuff too. But I think I'm going to open this up. Trevor, why is it important that we have our fee structure in place? Educate whoever's watching this, whether it's landlords, and if it reaches the right people, I think that's good. Educate us in terms of telling us, why do we charge? What do we charge for?
I mean, so
Because everybody just thinks it's property management, or you just have to go waltz into an apartment or a villa. But I think it's key for people to know why we charge for our services.
yeah, it's a great question. Honestly,
Yep.
something we always come up with. But I mean, landlords need to understand that there's a lot of background costs that's involved.
Exactly.
For example, let's say we get to the team that's going to be managing the property for them. They don't just get one person. They get an inspector who's globally certified.
Correct.
They got a maintenance coordinator who's, again, the property manager as well, who's going to look after your property for you.
Yeah.
And then they've got us, who's going to be their main point of contact for them.
Yeah.
And you have so many people working behind them as well. For example, we got a listing coordinator who's going to be listing the properties for them. And at the same time, we pay for the listing websites like Bayut or Property Finder.
Yeah.
We pay for these advertisements. It's not free. Those advertisements are never free. We have to pay for these things. So there's costs involved. Let's say you have to do an inspection for your property, a move-out inspection, a move-in inspection, a pre-inspection, a snagging inspection, to make sure your property is in a good condition. Just imagine the amount of time that's involved with the inspector to go back and forth, spend on fuel, and all these kind of expenses are there. So it's not something that we can give it for free because we've got to bear all that expenses from our side. So they need to understand that I mean, technically speaking, our fees, if you just compare it, it's the price of a shawarma per day. And that price, you are getting an entire experienced team. Where would you get that? I don't think you can get that anywhere in the world. I mean, and if you compare the property management fees we charge to other countries as well, we to buy property management charges are like the lowest around the world. So they need to get that idea in their head that nothing comes for free in life.
Yeah, that.
But then you get a lot of experience for what you're paying for.
Correct. And I think it just comes down to, if you haven't tried the service, don't block your mind out to it. Like anything in life in general, why have an opinion about something you haven't tested, you haven't tried yourself? The problem is, I think what I face when I work with some of my clients is they have so much noise about other people's experiences that just doesn't happen to be us, guys, right? Yeah. But it sets in to say, I can't ever have a property manager because my friend just had a problem. Your friend is not you. You're not working with your friend's property manager. How about you just close that chaos from your mind, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I mean, adding to that, Bex, I just want to add one more thing. Um, we've had clients, Martin knows this personally as well. Uh, we've had clients who are living in the property and still expect us to manage their property for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't need it, but then technically, that's how good our service is. That's the benchmark we had set. And they just want us throughout their entire journey as long as they have the property for them.
Correct.
Just to do whatever help that needs to be done for
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I love that. I think this conversation's going really great. We've dived into a little bit of property management and stuff like that, but I think the next important question to kind of go through would obviously be our services. So, Mats, do you want to take this up and, just share what all do we cover in our services? What are the types of services we have? So people just know, whoever's watching this will just have an idea of what we offer.
Yeah. So we have two scenarios. One is off plan and one is like a secondary property which is already tenanted. So with off plan, what we do is we start with the snagging.
Okay.
Then we make a detailed report and then we share it to the owners and to the developer to fix all the issues. And then we conduct a desnagging.
Yeah.
And then if everything's okay, everything's fixed, then we onboard the property. We take the handover and then we arrange a professional photo shoot. And then we will list it in the portals, yeah, and then we'll do a tenant screening as we receive inquiries, and then we'll share few which is shortlisted to the owner, and then they take a call on it, and then what we do once he selects, then we do the onboarding procedures like the ijari, collection of the security check, banking of the rental checks, all of that, and making sure that the owner receives the money, and then we arrange a move-in inspection with the tenant, and then that's where the key handover takes place. And then this move-in inspection is very important. It's digitally documented. Everything in the property is digitally documented. And also at the time of the move out, we do a move out inspection as well. And it's very important in order to claim the security deposit in case of any issues in the property. And then during the course of the tenancy, what we do is we have tenant support at all times. So we have a mobile application called Happy Landlord and Happy Tenant.
Yeah.
One goes to the landlord, one goes to the tenant, and they can see live status on when the rental checks are due, any maintenance requests raised, all of that. It's all addressed, and they can see it live. They don't need to reach out to anyone. It's all out there.
Right.
And we are always there for them.
Yeah.
And we're always for them.
There for them.
Yeah. This is the assurance that I give to all my owners. And then there's many more. I mean, what depends on the scenarios, we address it accordingly.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, Martin, we're always
It's just
there
a
for
brief.
them. We're always there for them. Because I've hopped in Zoom calls with Martin at 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning as well. So we are literally always there for them.
Yeah.
These are conversations that will continue, right? We have so much to talk about property management. It's ridiculous.
And you cannot literally list down the services because every property is different, every tenant is different, every owner is different.
Yeah.
So our past experiences taught us how to handle every situations, So, yeah.
But I think it really comes down to if someone does sign up with property management, we go above and beyond. We will not let our...
And all my owners know this.
Yeah.
All my owners know this.
We go really 10 steps ahead, right? And I think that is so important when you nurture the relationship, because it's not just making sales and being done. I think even our series, when we're calling it Beyond the Sale, it makes total sense, because should you be just buying and selling and forgetting about it? Investment is a whole cycle. It goes 360, right? And we do the 360. We will help you invest. We will help manage your units for you. You don't have to be physically in Dubai. We are here to be you in Dubai. You can even still be here, but I think most of our investors have a day-to-day job, and that keeps them busy, right? Before we even think about wrapping this up, I do have a few things to go over, but Trevor, do you want to just highlight a little bit about the different packages we currently have at Veer Sant so people have an idea with, oh, okay, that package sounds cool. Like a little briefing. And listen, if anybody wants the full brochure,
Yeah.
they need to find us. But a little bit about the packages we have.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've got from the start, let's say, we've got a basic package as well, just to, test our services and see. I mean, try if you are unsure, just
Yeah.
go with the basic package and
Yeah.
just take a look at it. And it basically covers services from your move-in inspection to move-out inspection, handling your tenant, and everything else. But let's say we upgrade your package further to the premier package, which covers like the maintenance stuff, and at the same time you get an exclusive app. You get your statement of accounts on how much expenses, what's your ROI, all those calculated for you, and at the same time the marketing that's been done for that property is going to be a bit extra on the premium as well, in terms of getting the property rented out faster as well. And then let's say for landlords who don't have a bank account here in Dubai, and common issue, and you need someone to represent you over here as a power of attorney, and represent you at, let's say you have a rental dispute case that you are dealing with, your checks have got bounced, all those things you want to handle. That's when our next package comes in, which is our full management package, which completely covers all the services in terms of managing your property. So these three are main packages, and we also have some other custom packages as well related to snagging and everything. If you want to move into your property and you want to do just snagging and all the stuff, so we've got a broad range of services that we can offer basically, Bex. So get in touch with us, guys. I mean, that's what we do.
If you don't, you snooze, you lose. And we are okay with it.
Yeah.
But I think this series, guys, is just going to be, for whoever's watching this, I think it's more, we're going to lay it out there. This is the harsh reality of investing. If you don't, there are investors that don't really care.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Property management is not for everybody. Yeah. We're not going to shove something down your throat. If it's not fitting you, it's all right. But if you do care about your investment, there are services, different packages. We'll tailor it to your need. We're not here to be that company that literally look at how do we squeeze you out dry. We're not that. Like, there's so much work with so little that we take from you. And whatever you pay, I think everybody needs to know this. It's for a full goddamn year. Like, it's one full year. Like, from the time you sign up, 12 months of services for the shawarma? The shawarma day?
The shawarma day.
Almost that, right?
Yeah.
Forget that, you don't even get a maid for an entire year.
Exactly. Gee. Oh, my dream. I think I'll start with the driver. But yeah, this was a great conversation, guys. So I think today what we touched upon is a little bit about introducing property management. We are here to everybody watching this. Again, a reminder, that's Trevor Joel, this is Martin Phillip, and I'm Rebecca Armstrong. We had a good time. We will be doing this, trying to spend a little time. This is our first video. So I think what we want to do is hash it out bit by bit. Like our intention of starting this series is to educate and bring more people to understand the services we have, what property management is. We're going to keep reminding people. And I think once we hit that level of, sharing the word, spreading the word around, we would be good.
Yeah.
Okay. This was a great conversation. If there's any closing points that you guys would like to shut this off with before we wrap it up.
I mean, all I would like to just give like a reminder to landlords, don't wait. Don't wait till it's too late. Basically, just sign up now. Because what you're going to get, what you're going to experience is something that is going to be a lifetime relationship that you're going to have with your property manager.
That sounds so good.
Yeah. I mean, we've had landlords who are literally trusting us so much. We've got their bank account details as well, like access to their bank accounts just to do their work for them. So, I mean, you guys know that personally. So it's a job where we build trust with you for a lifetime. So, I mean, don't wait till it's too late. That's what I would say.
That's awesome. Notes taken, everybody. Martin, any closing words from you?
Well, I mean, I'm here to, make sure that you are earning well. I mean, this most of my owners, my existing owners who has placed their property with me, they
Yeah.
know it very well. So I like you also to be part of it. So and experience it.
All right. Good stuff. And if it's from me, I'm just going to say you have to test the waters. Do not listen to anybody else's experience because your property is not theirs. Their experience is not yours. So, property management is a journey that we would love to take with you. We'd like you to hop on board with us. Let us show you what we do, and then we'll be good to go. But other than that, I'm Rebecca Armstrong signing off. Thank you very much for joining us today. Episode 2 coming up shortly.
Thank you for having us, Bex.
Thank you, Bex.
All right. Thank you so much, boys, for coming along. Let's please note there is accountability. They need to be doing some more of this. So listen, I'm going to post this boldly. More is coming up. So now, go figure, boys. Go figure. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was our first one, and we hope you just like the stuff we spoke about. It was a happy conversation.